everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Michelle Expert and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the content that is on this channel and that is coming. If you are an oldie, welcome back. And if you have been following all the topics that we've been talking about for Vlogmas, you know what? You absolutely have my heart, and I hope that you are learning and you are reflecting to prepare for the coming year. So if you don't know and this is your first video, we are doing 22 lessons I learned in 2022. And once again, it's been absolutely awesome. And like I always say to you guys in most of my videos, I am the queen of consistency. Okay, so we are going to do this and we're going to wrap it up and we're going to do 22 videos. And this is a challenge that I've literally put myself to do, and I'm so excited and proud that it's actually happening. So I hope that you're also learning something in the process. So today's video kind of touches on what I literally started with, is, you know, being able to follow through and do something that you want. So if you know anything about me, you know that I'm an avid reader. I love all things inspirational. I love motivational speakers. I love motivational talks. I attend events, and it's something I used to do heavily for the longest of time when I was still building up to where I am right now, and something I really still do as well right now. But there is not even but, let's say however, because but kind of cancels out what I'm saying. However, I've gotten to a point where I think you do reach a certain level where you realize that you need a little bit more. So here's what used to happen for me, right? I would be so amped and so excited because I just listened to a motivational talk or a motivational speaker, and I'm just like, yes, let's go. And I'd get work done, and then tomorrow morning, I punched again. And I maybe don't feel like listening to a motivational speaker, or maybe or I just don't carry the same level. So what would happen is I would have, like, my days and my work would be like this. Like, I'd have high peaks and then I'd have low lows for quite some time, and then high peaks for like a day 2, 3, 4 or 5, and then low lows. But there wasn't some form of uniformity in the way that I did things, and I think that really hindered my growth. Oh, that's such a vulnerable moment. I think that really hindered my growth for the longest of time, because I would pick up, and then when the growth happens, this is what happens. Now I pick up again, and then a little bit of growth happens, and then this, you know, and that really happened for quite some time. And I think recently I came to a point where I had to ask myself, what is the problem? Like, my brand is great, I offer really valuable content, but what is going on? And then I realized that was the issue. But now every time I see a problem, I'm always about, what do we do to fix it? What's the solution to the problem that we currently have right now? And then I made this realization, which is the lesson that I think, guys, more than anything, this is such a big and a huge lesson for me. I learned that you actually need discipline more than you need motivation. And let me just explain to you how this works, right? When you have motivation, for me, and I've seen it with other people as well, that motivation lasts you for a very short period of time. And then for you to it's like a cycle, it runs its cycle. And then for you to like do work again, you need more motivation to run another cycle. And sometimes you won't be able to get that motivation. Sometimes there isn't somebody who's able to pick you up. Or sometimes that same motivational video you've been watching, you're just like, I'm really tired of it and I need something else, you know, and then you kind of, again, go to what I was talking about, which is where I believe my brand was, and just my business and my personal life. But when you have discipline says it doesn't matter how I feel, it doesn't matter whether I'm motivated, but this is like a way that I do things, and that's just that. That's why they teach us things like the 5 a.m. club. I don't think that the 5 a.m. club is more so about, I mean, it definitely is about waking up at 5 o'clock, but there's something big about it that makes you realize that discipline is important. That when you can wake up at 5 every day, you're teaching your mind and your body to do the same thing each and every single day, whether or not it feels like it. And sometimes these practices that we get into, the challenge that we get into, are really to kind of wire us into that framework, to say that you need discipline more than you need motivation. Because guys, you're not always going to feel motivated. Whether you are doing what you love, some days you just want to be in bed, some days you just want to watch series, some days you just want to some days you want to do something different. Like, some days I want to just spend time with my daughter. Like, I just want to spend the whole day with her, nap when she naps, and just do whatever she's doing and just enjoy myself. But because I've learned this, I realized that it is important for me to be disciplined. This means that it's important for me to wake up at a certain time. It is important for me to do things a certain way. It is important for me to be disciplined with how I budget my energy. I did a video on energy budgeting, which is one of the lessons that I shared with you guys. go ahead and watch that video. But it is so important that you realize that it has to go beyond motivation. And that also changed the way I work. It changed the way I do things. It changed the way that I provide impact to my community, because I've then said to myself that if that is what I need, I believe that a lot of other people need the same. So I'm going to restructure my work and restructure my impact to say that I no longer just want to leave you inspired, motivated, and feeling good, but I want to leave you with action steps that you can begin to put to practice and create a discipline out of, so that you can then be called to action. Because sometimes, guys, WhatsApp motivation is so interesting, because you can just be motivated sitting. Can be motivated and feel so great, but still not take action. Some people can be motivated and then take action, but you need to have the discipline. And discipline for me goes back to strategy. It also goes back to being able to set action steps, which is essentially strategy that can help you begin to take that action. So for the coming year, I want to encourage you this. You need to start putting certain discipline practices in your life that will help you take the action, that will help you move past the imposter syndrome, the low self-confidence, and all these other things and these negative things that we tell yourself, because discipline says it has to get done. Whether or not I feel like it, whether or not I feel like this morning, guys, literally this morning, I just did not want to wake up. Like, my daughter wakes up at 5 o'clock every morning, or 5:30ish sometimes. And her wake window is like 2.5 to 3 hours. So if she wakes up at 5, 6, 7, around 8 is she's sleeping. She wants to sleep again, or 7:30 sometimes. And guys, the amount of times I am tempted to, when she sleeps and she takes a nap at 8 o'clock, for me to also take that same nap. I can't explain it. And sometimes I honestly do give in. But most of the times I'm like, you know what? You are disciplined and you have a routine, and you need to be in your office at X amount of time. So you cannot be sleeping at 8 o'clock. So you have to be doing X, Y, Z. And that discipline for me is what has helped me dish out Vlogmas videos every single day. It is what has also helped me do all the work that I am doing, launch all the things I'm launching, and just work and I think walk into my purpose, because I realize that what I have to do and the community I have to serve is beyond feelings. It's more practicality, it's more impact, and I just want to be connected to that. So I hope that can speak to you in any way, and it can motivate you, inspire you, but more than anything, it can have you start looking at your year and seeing how you can move things for yourself in a way that can actually get yourself to the next level, because that is super important, guys. We need to reach that next level for ourselves. And what does it look like? I think it looks like having the right discipline for where you want to go. So thank you so much for watching this video. If this video really spoke to you, please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section as well. Once again, I'm just excited for Vlogmas, and I'm going to be dishing you guys daily content, which is again a challenge for myself. And I'm so proud that I've come this far, and I'm going to continue to be moving. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which is basically tomorrow. Goodbye.